Hi. Well, those who don't know me, I'm Chetan. I have been with Deccan Herald for almost 2 years now, 1.5 year. And it's a bit weird and a bit intimidating because all other speakers who are here are really experienced and have done, things which have led to change and things. So, well, besides that, I'm really grateful for Christ University, and it's good to be back here. I'll tell you why. Uh, can you see there, Nirmala ma'am? Just a few years back, 2020, I was giving my interview to Deccan, Christ University, and just 1 minute after I started my interview, I started stuttering because I'm not very fluent with English. Not that I'm now, but yes. So I was not that fluent with English, and I asked. She was there, and another sir. He was. People might be knowing Kailash Kaushik. So I asked them, "Sir, ma'am, can I speak in Kannada?" And they said, "Yes, please go ahead, whichever language you are comfortable in." And you know, until then, language was barrier for me. I wouldn't have thought I would be working in a English newspaper, English daily, a few years ago, but I am today. For that, Christ University has played a vital role and a crucial role. So, does language matter? Does language matter? Well, if you ask me, even after getting into Deccan Herald, my language was not that good. I couldn't write properly. But thing is, language really don't matter. What you need to have is skills. Skills to get news, skills to excavate news from where it's buried, wherever it is buried. That's what you need, not language. And Christ University taught me that. I might get boo if I say, Christ changed my life, but yeah, that somehow it did. Well, and why did I mention this language? Is that for people like me who are uncomfortable with language or not fluent with language, that's where AI has changed things. In my organization, no, we are still we are not encouraged to use AI, but there are other newspapers in Bangalore that I know of, where organizations have adopted AI. There's one organization, I wouldn't take name, but just for example, take Beat Times of India. So their Delhi team is developing an in-house, they have developed an in-house AI where you don't have to write an article, but you feed all the content you have got, all the aspects of news which you want to write, which you have got from your sources. You feed that content to this AI, and that will generate an article for you. So how it is done? It's years of data which they have collected, data that they have collected over the years. Every newspaper has their own style, own tone of writing a news piece, right? So you feed this content, and that will bring out an article which suits their newspaper, their style. For example, in Deccan Herald, we don't use Mr. We say Bengaluru Police Commissioner B. Dayananda, but the Hindu doesn't write like that. It uses Bengaluru Police Commissioner Mr. Dayananda. That's how they use these are the small changes, small differences which we have from organization to organization, and every organization have a different tone of writing news, right? So what AI has done is, you bring this news, you give that news to this, you feed that whatever the content you have to AI, and that will generate a piece for you. This is one. And next, so before, I'll just set a context before explaining AI, how it has changed our lives. Well, I would have loved to start my morning like this with a book and a cup of coffee, but it does not start like that. It starts like this. I get up, and it's not that I use my phone or coffee or anything. First thing I open is my laptop, and I go through all these three newspapers, not my newspaper. I mean, not my not where I work at, but the Times of India, the Hindu, and the TNI. That's how our day starts. Get up at 8:30, and go through all these three newspapers because we can't miss anything that they have covered. That's how the competition has been over the years, and it continued to do so, and it will get even more worse in coming years. So that's how we wake up and do things, right? After that 9:30, there's a meeting, morning meeting, where we say what we are going to do today, what we are going to cover today, and then I start my day at 10. Well, okay, I start my day at 10. From 10 to 4 o'clock, it's my field work. Every day, 5 days, sorry, 6 days, it's total field work from morning 10 to 4. You go, you visit offices. This is the site. So you visit offices all the day, be it Lokayukta, be it Commissioner's Office, be it NIA, be it ED. You visit all these offices every day. Every day you go to different offices and meet officers, build your sources. That's what we do from 10 to 4. That's the period we build our sources, get our stories. And then visit in middle, if something breaks, you need to be on your toes. You get your phone out and then collect information wherever you're sitting. You write that, send it to the desk where they publish. Newspaper comes next day, but that news has to be out. Every newspaper, every news organization now have their digital platforms, right? We need to put out that news first there, right? So when you are doing something, you're meeting your sources, and suddenly something like this happened. This is a crime scene from Rameshwaram cafe blast case. This something like this happened. You, wherever you are, you make calls, make calls and get information from your sources, and then you have to write and put it out there, send it to your online desk. It's a lot, to be honest. You are meeting someone and you need to gather all that information and then write. It takes 1 hour, right? Like at least 1 hour to do that. But with AI, what we can do, I mean, we are not doing it yet, but other organizations are. So what we can do is, wherever you're sitting, you get all that information, again process it, then send it. So it has helped us to fasten process, in the sense it has curtailed time which we take to write and send it across. So we are keeping up with the other organization with the kind of AI we are using, right? So, oh, well, so you see these four stories, right? What is that common thing do you find in these stories? Hmm. Data, right? It's all data-based stories. So where do we get data? We need to have sources in all the departments. With all the departments, we need to run every day, get that data, right? So can AI do that, right? For those who think that reporters or journalists' job are at threat, just want to throw light on this. Can AI run to each and every office and get that information for you? It cannot. Can it source from different previous years data sets? NCRB is the only organization, I mean, government wing which gives you data, but it gives 2 years prior to it. If we are in 2024, that gives, NCRB gives data till 2022, right? That's how it works. So you cannot be publishing, 2 years ago data, right? You need to have data which suits today. I mean, which says reality about today, right? So for that, you need to make sources, you need to make contacts, go visit them. That AI can't do that. I wanted to throw light on that. Oh, well, what are these stories? These are not database stories. One is data. Second thing are more, those work where we need documents, right? Government documents and police documents, that investigations, what they have done. You need to have those documents to write stories like this, right? The first one, phone plotted crimes, central jail secret. This most of you would be aware of Darshan's case, right? That murder case. After that, how he got royal treatment inside central prison, that is Parapan Hagrahara. Just after that day, I happened to get few documents and then publish that story, right? So to get those documents, AI can't do it. You have to be there on field doing those work. Legwork is very important. So, and this story, Slain Moist, this is today's story itself. So for these kind of stories, you need to have sources which AI can't do. So if you have that thought in your mind that AI will take your jobs, no, it will help you. At least people like me, I always keep telling Nirmala ma'am, for a person who is coming from small town, and thanks a lot to grooming me like this. So for us, it is weapon kind of. It's not weapon accomplice basically. We need AI to bring out good stories and write stories, but it won't take our job. I'll tell you what it takes away from you. That takes away, AI takes away small joys. I'll tell you why. Just this Monday, there was this trigger warning. It's about suicide. So this is about a family of four who two kids were killed by their parents, and they died by suicide after that. They killed themselves. In this 2 years of crime reporting journey, I had never was shaken like I was this week. That's Monday. I was there at the spot. I saw everything, and I came back. I sat down. I wrote this wonderful lead. You know, it might sound crazy, but those are the joy. I was totally devastated for the whole day, but that one lead I wrote, that is a family of four wiped out in a grisly double murder suicide pact in northern Bengaluru's Sadashiv Nagar on Monday. This was my lead. I sat down for 10 minutes. I looked at my screen and I'm like, did I write this? Those are the small joys you carry, small happiness and things feel. AI might take away those joys, but not your jobs, right? So this is my field. I'm just explaining about my field. AI adaptation in Bangalore with Bengaluru police. You see, in crime fight, AI cameras give Bengaluru cops a leg up. Why? Because our field might be lagging, but police are not. That's a system where, FRS system where police have a database of all the criminals, all the suspects which they have, whom they have arrested for all these years. So that data is fed to this wonderful art of command center, which is in which is in which is in Commissioner's Office, Infantry Road, and that command center has access to all the cameras around Bengaluru. So any criminal who's coming in the radar of, or purview of that camera, this system, it flags that this suspect, if that person is absconding for some years or whatever, this flags in this system and helps police to catch them. So this is how it is changing police. I wanted to explain, but there's no time to explain. So I'll leave it there. And thank you.